Water and basements do not mix. Water damage to a basement and foundation isn't just a small inconvenience. It can be a silent, destructive force costing thousands in damages. Here with help for homeowners to protect their biggest investment is Wes Martin, owner of Mid-State Basement Systems. Welcome, Wes. Glad to have you.
Hey, thanks for having me.
So tell us, how has this winter been for Mid-State Basement Systems? Because we have had a lot of precipitation and all of that snow melt. That doesn't spell very good news for basements, does it?
Yeah, it's sort of a rain sitting on top of the ground, frozen. A lot of people we've found this year, their sump pumps didn't work because their pipes that ran out to the street were all frozen up because of how cold we actually got.
Boy, and we have had quite a wallop this winter, so your phones may be ringing off the hook. Let's talk specifics when it comes to water damage. It can lead to thousands in repairs, that's true. What examples have you seen? What examples in basements do you see when that water gets in there and is untreated?
Well, if you have a finished basement, you're in trouble, and nobody wants to deal with that.
Right.
Not one person wants to have a finished basement and their sump pump fail, or they get water for the first time, because then you're tearing out something. Your kids' toys are usually down there.
Right.
And that's frankly if you get lucky enough to actually see it, because what if you don't see the water and you get mold back behind your drywall and whatever, This time of year is when you absolutely, and I'll beg my folks out there, call us or someone to come check your sump pumps, because a lot of them are unplugged. Somebody didn't know and they unplugged it, or they're bad, and we're gonna get a whole week and a half of rain coming.
More precipitation on the way. Those sump pumps are going to be working overtime.
Right.
And a lot of should the power go out, if you don't have a backup system, then you're in trouble. Okay, so with all the recent snow, how do our homeowners watching handle that snow melt? What is it that they should be prepared for? Is it sump pump? Is it something else on top of that?
Well, it could be a lot of different things. We do our best to, if a client calls us, we're going to come out, evaluate each individual home as if it's, we don't have just one thing that we do. We do all kinds of foundation repair, basement waterproofing. But I will say, when there's a lot of snow on the ground, City of Columbus requires all your sump pump water to go to the curb. And if you have ice at your curb where the pipe goes out, it won't work. So go out and shovel those curbs.
That's good advice. Otherwise, the water backs up.
Yeah.
Sump pump can't keep up with the work, and then look out.
Right.
There's trouble. Okay, so what are the signs that we can see? Or maybe it's not a sight. Maybe we can smell some mildew. Maybe we can smell some dampness or see it. What are the signs that water is damaging our basement and our foundation?
Well, the first thing you'll see is your gutters could be overflowing. You go downstairs and you smell that sort of musty smell.
Right.
Now that it's warming up a little bit, and if it got wet, you'll start smelling that. You should go around and check. If you have a finished basement, you should check your carpeting with your shoes off, so you can feel the moisture if there is some. And if there is, of course, we're All Things Basementy, so we can help you.
All Things Basementy, I love that. Now, biggest concerns when it comes to water damage. So the water's in there, okay? And then what are we looking at as far as the results of that water damage?
Yeah, it could be a nightmare, is what the results can be. Or you can catch it early. We see it all. Unfortunately, we see where we walk into homes and their basement walls are collapsed.
Oh.
I've been doing this for 40 years here in Columbus. I'm the local guy here, and I've seen that kind of thing, or something very small that can be a simple fix of caulking.
Let's talk waterproofing with Mid-State. What does that look like? What is the process, the timeline, and what are the results like?
Well, in the end, the results are you get a dry basement and a structurally sound foundation. But for the most part, we don't have one solution that we're trying to fit into every single keyhole. So we come to your home, we send out very experienced, very trained inspectors that aren't just there to try to sell you something. They are trying to diagnose your problem and then offer solutions that you want done and things that you want to accomplish. And then, of course, at that point, we're glad to set it up.
Wes, we might have scared a few homeowners out there into thinking, okay,
Sorry,
no apology.
Yeah.
But I guess scared's not the right word. Maybe we have put the right amount of concern into homeowners out there. They may want to reach out with some questions, or they may say, hey, I need your experts. How can they reach out to you guys?
We're Mid-State Basements. We're everywhere. You can look us online, look up All Things Basementy. I know that's not a real word for some of you that don't like that, but it's catchy, so we can help you with any cracks in your walls, water in your basement, and most importantly, we do basement finishing also, so we can transform your basement from wet to a beautiful space for your kids.
Wes, thank you so much.
All right, my pleasure.